For today's lesson, let's look through the questions about quadratic function, which is one of the basic topic in math. This kind of question always come up for the first or second question for math exam, so check if you can solve it by yourself. So here's the question for today. As I mentioned, this question is from real math exam in 2022. And this comes in paper 1 with 5 marks. So this kind of easy question, you better take full 5 marks. So the question is asking to find the values of k such that the line y equals to 9kx plus 1 and the curve does not meet each other. And this part is the key point for today's question. Okay, since there are two equations and they both mentioned as y, you can now express the equation as 9kx plus 1 equals to kx squared plus 3x bracket 2k plus 1 plus 4. This equation looks a bit complicated, but remember that k is just a coefficient. So now I'm going to rearrange this equation. These two terms have same kx, so we can minus them and write it as minus 3kx. And the rest is 4 minus 1, which is 3. These two terms contain x, so we can combine them together. Then you can get the equation of kx squared plus something x. In here you can write 3 minus 3k. And the rest is plus 3 equals to 0. Now it's time to interpret the term does not meet the curve from the question. The linear line does not meet the curve means there is no solution in between two functions. For those kind of case, we use discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac to determine the solutions. Since the question is saying that it does not meet the curve, we have to use the discriminant less than 0. Don't forget that the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac, can only be used when the form of the equation is ax to the power of 2 plus bx plus c equals to 0 format. Now let's continue for the question. The final equation we simplified was this one. And let me rewrite it over here. We can find that these three are ABC. A is k, B is 3 minus 3k, and C is 3. So by putting those values into discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac less than 0, then you can get this. Then simplify the inequality. Now you can get 3k squared minus 10k plus 3 less than 0. By solving this kind of inequality, first you have to see whether you can factorize the left part. So left part can be factorized into 3k minus 1 and k minus 3. Therefore, the final answer for K is from 1/3 to 3. So this is the final answer for today's question. You can see that in this question, you have to know the concept of the quadratic function as well as discriminant and also how to solve the inequality. So let me keep upload the lessons for various topics.